Alright, we're starting off this section with some more acronyms, and you should recognize most of these letters. There's two on this title page that probably don't look familiar, but we're going to get to those later. We're still proving triangles congruent. We're still using little one-step proof things to say they're congruent to each other so that we can match up an angle, a side, and an angle, and an angle, and a side. Alright, let's get to business here. The first one's called angle, side, angle. The S is between the A's. Okay, write that down. S is between the A's. ASA, angle, side, angle. It means the side is included between the two angles. Look at the picture. In this triangle and this triangle, that little side that's marked is between the two angles. Okay? We can say the triangles are congruent using angle, side, angle. Alright, let's practice finding the included side. You don't have to write this down, just try it. The included side between these two congruent angles is obviously the one here, so we call that GI. The included side for this one is HI because it's between these two angles, and the included side here is HG. Obviously, the included side between point Y and point E, or vertex Y and point E, is YE. You can see the pattern here. The point included side for E and S is ES, etc. Alright, the next one is called angle, angle, side. Now notice the difference here. S is not between the A's. So write that down. S is not between the A's. It's not the included side. It's the other side. So we still have the same two angles pictured, but we're not talking about this side anymore. We're talking about either this one or that one. And honestly, as long as the pattern, if you go around in a circle on the triangle, is AAS and not ASA, then you're using angle, angle, side. Okay? The non-included side. Not in the middle. Not between. The last one that might not look familiar to you is called HL, and it only applies to a right triangle, and it has to be the hypotenuse. So let's review. The hypotenuse is the one across from the right angle, and one of the legs. Alright, here's a couple of big no-nos, and we talked about this one kind of jokingly in class. There is never going to be an SSA postulate. Yes, that word backwards. You got it. Bad word. It means it's bad. It means we don't use it. Okay? Now, it's not like the person who invented these postulates or proved these postulates knew that. We just use it to help us remember it. Okay? So don't be a you-know-what. Alright. There's also no such thing as the AAA postulate. The only other way I can remember that one is AAA is a company we know. It helps you fix your car when it's broken. So no AAA exists either. Alright? No AAA and no SSA or the backwards word. Okay, so here they are. Here's our postulates. We got SSS, ASA, SAS, AAS, and we do not have these two. And the only other one not listed here is HL. Let's try these real quick. Let's try these first four. What do you see? See a side, an angle, and a side, and a side, an angle, and a side, all marked nicely for you. This one's SAS. You see an angle, the S, then the A. The S is between the A's. Angle, side, angle. You see an angle and a side over here, and then a side here, which is the bad word one, SSA. So you say not congruent. This one you notice has three sides, so you say side, side, side. Alright, this next picture or page I want you to draw. I want you to hit pause and draw these quickly, please. Don't play the video, hit pause, draw them. Alright, after you've drawn them, I want you to try these. Some of them work and some of them don't. Okay, and tomorrow let's confirm that you have these right. Okay, let me do these four with you quickly. This first picture here, I only see two markings. Uh-oh, I only see two. But don't we know this one's congruent also because of reflexive? Yes, we do. So we mark that one as reflexive, and now we have an S, an A, and an S. So this one is side, angle, side. In this picture, again, we only have two markings, both S's, but we recognize that these are vertical angles, so we can mark the A's. Another one, we have SAS. Same here, vertical angles, SAS. And the last one is reflexive. Now, see this reflexive here? Let's mark it. So we have an S, an S, and an A. The only S, and A one that should work is if the A is between them. So I would need this angle and this angle. If that's not the one I have this one over here. So it's the ASS policy. We usually say SSA. And you will never write ASS, please, on your paper. Always write SSA. Thank you. The answer is still no, but the reason why is because there is no such thing as an SSA postulate. Alright, it says in class, so we're going to do some of these tomorrow, and that's it for today. Make sure that you practice those ones that I asked you to practice. If you want to practice some of these, you can, and I'll see you tomorrow.